Welcome to our fourth demo night for the Graham & Walker Accelerator, brought to you in partnership with AWS.
Hello everyone and welcome to Demo Night. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. We're so excited for you to get to know the 6 companies that were selected for Cohort 4 of the Ready, Set, Raise Accelerator. And this was a special one. These 6 companies were selected from more than 450 applications. And for the very first time in our history, after many, many weeks of intense pitch practice, hundreds of hours of mentor meetings and content sessions, and meeting with dozens and dozens of the mentors and investors out in our community, these companies have all received a $50,000 investment from the Graham & Walker Venture Fund. Before we get started, I would be remiss if I didn't start the session by saying thank you so much to our team, first of all, who has worked tirelessly to get this program to where it is today. You guys are the best, and I tell you all the time, but I'll tell you once again, thank you so much for being a part of this dream. And to the people that make this possible, our partners, all of our partners who support us and allow us to do what we do and allow us to do it sustainably. And with that in mind, I'm going to hand it over to our friends at AWS. Dora, can you say, let's get on with the show?
Let's get on the show.
All right, let's do it.
Hi everyone, my name is Lily Sue, and I am the program lead for the Underrepresented Founder Startup team at AWS. Our team is focused on supporting underrepresented founders globally. I wanted to first congratulate all the wonderful founders presenting today. I was a founder myself prior to joining the corporate world, so I know exactly how daunting the whole founder journey can be. Back then when I was a founder, it is particularly challenging as a female founder to gain access to opportunities, mentorship, capital. And I just remember walking into a room full of investors and felt like nobody really understood my business because men and women shop differently. And I remember the investor would always ask me, let me see if my wife or my assistant will use your product before I invest. And which is, unfortunate because your wife or your assistant may not be my target demographic. So I really wished I had participated in a program like Graham & Walker if it existed back then. It would have made such a world of difference. And I think that, all the founders, they came such a long way. So huge congrats on such an important milestone. I'm excited to see what the future holds. I also wanted to congratulate Graham & Walker for putting together such an incredible program. We are proud to team up for so many reasons. First of all, it is the right thing to do. And then second of all, it is good for business because studies actually have shown that investing in female-founded businesses yield a higher return on investment. And we are also excited to be here for Demo Day because it's just such an important platform and event for these female founders to gain much needed visibility for their startup, to tell their story, and to also get funding for their startup. And it's also a really important event to just bring women and allies together to support one another, to support these founders who is about to change the world. And also, I think that's where the magic happens, and it will bring us just one step closer to a more level playing field. So thank you, Graham & Walker, for doing such important work in pushing for greater gender equality in the entrepreneurial space. And with no further ado, I am proud to introduce the 4th cohort of the Graham & Walker Accelerator Program. So please join me in giving a virtual applause to all these founders.
Presenting our very first founder from Cohort 4, Melissa Kigua, founder of Obanj.
Hi there, thrilled to be able to pitch you today. My name is Melissa Kigua, and I'm excited to tell you about an untapped market with $300 billion spending power that is not currently being served. There are 1 million Black women living large and in charge in the United States who earn a minimum of $75,000 a year, and their unmet consumption needs are leaving a wide gap in the market. 55% of Black women report experiencing a discriminatory experience while shopping in stores or in the shopping mall. 81% of Black consumers report dissatisfaction with their current retail options and are willing to switch brands. But this isn't just statistics. This is my story. As the daughter of a political asylum who also grew up in scarcity, I had to hack life to become. My insight into the needs of women like me inspired the birth of Obanj. Obanj is a sustainable luxury company where members borrow high-end designer jewelry like Dior, YSL, Chanel, Hermes, and more for a monthly membership. Members can also purchase pieces at a discounted price. Our site is live with an elegant interface members can use to sign up. I specifically focused on luxury jewelry instead of garments like La Tote or Rent the Runway because Black women love luxury jewelry. Black women are 21% more likely than the general population to spend $500 or more on jewelry, are 9 times more likely to buy fine jewelry. 52% of Black women would pay extra to look like the image they want to convey, and Black women are 2 times more likely than the general population to shop at luxury retailers. This is the definition of an untapped market. And speaking of market, the opportunity is vast. The US jewelry market is $68 billion, and we reach our sum by starting with the Black woman consumer. Obanj is an exciting entrant into the fashion rental space because we sit at the intersection of offering designer jewelry at an affordable price for an underserved market. We are differentiated because, unlike generalist platforms, we over-index on the specific products our customers love but are cautious to pay for online. Through renting, our members can test a piece before purchasing. Our current business model results in 3 revenue streams: monthly subscription of $49 and $99 a month, retail, where members purchase jewelry at a discounted price, and one-time rentals, allowing non-members to rent jewelry for 7 days. I'm supported by an amazing tech team. There's me, who has worked on 3 continents in media and entertainment, who graduated from the London School of Economics and has developed relationships with influencers and leaders. There's my CTO, who has over a decade experience in building tech and leading teams. There's Anmol, who currently oversees our 2 other web developers in India, and Kiki, who leads our marketing outreach and is a well-known celebrity publicist with relationships with major publications ranging from Forbes to Vogue. Our advisors bring industry, marketing, and financial expertise. Our first 100 subscribers, paying subscribers, have taught us a lot about how they use the platform and what kind of jewelry they want us to have. Most exciting, though, is our waitlist of more than 5,000 potential members ready to be activated. In order to expand past our initial 100 members, we are reaching members exactly where they are. Black women are community-centric and actively seek out physical and digital enclaves that highlight the beauty of Black pride. By marketing with essence, Blavity, and the podcasts our members follow, we dominate in efficient customer acquisition and brand awareness. Expanding past Black women to Indian weddings, quinceañeras, cotillions, is really where our sweet spot is. We understand the unmet consumption needs of specific cultural groups, and we over-deliver through user experience and product. The future of Obanj is bright, and our vision for all women of color, or what I refer to as the new majority, is brighter. The demographics in the United States are shifting rapidly, and brands that are not culturally attuned will be left behind. Thank you so much for your time, and make sure to sign up to our waitlist at obanj.com and follow us on Instagram at obanj.jewelry.
Up next is Tali Metitiyahu, founder of Blinkdate.
Hi, I'm Tali Matityahu, co-founder and CEO of Blink. Blink is filling a huge gap in online dating. Half of singles are looking for a committed relationship, and right now, for them, modern dating sucks. In the beginning, online dating allowed people to connect with those outside of their immediate social circles. But over time, it's evolved into a superficial and noisy experience where people spend nearly 10 hours per week swiping and less than 2 hours actually interacting with each other. And it isn't working. 80% of daters delete their dating apps despite still being single because they're not helping them make connections. It's time for a new way to date, and that's where Blink comes in. Through real-time communication and the power of voice, Blink offers a dating experience that fosters open and authentic conversation. Hear it for yourself.
The brief story would be I was adopted at a very young age. At 6 weeks old, I was taken from my biological mom. There's a story behind that. But grew up basically in a foster home. And, that's kind of like the origin of who I am.
That was one of our daters, Ruben, on his voice-only date with Tina. After he shared his story about being adopted, Tina opened up about her experience as a daughter of immigrants. This deeply personal and genuine exchange happened just 5 minutes into their Blink date. Blink puts the date back into online dating. We're enabling singles looking for committed relationships to stop swiping and start making real connections. And existing apps, which force daters to choose by indexable attributes like profession and hair color, aren't enabling that. We're shifting the focus to what studies show that daters believe is most important to building a connection: experiential attributes like sense of humor and kindness. We know people looking for committed relationships want to date this way because beyond interviewing dozens of singles, we validated the role that voice plays in relationship building by creating a podcast, Date in a Blink. Our daters loved the voice-first experience, rated it a 9 out of 10, and described it using words like refreshing, fun, exciting, and relaxed. Most telling, every single one of our participants, even those who didn't click with their date, were interested in continuing voice-only dating. Blink is the dating experience that the 20 million singles looking for a relationship need, and one they'll be glad to pay for. With a premium subscription costing $20 a month and a lifetime expected usage in line with industry standards, Blink's positioned to capture a $3 billion opportunity. We're spreading the word about Blink through targeted, geo-focused launches, starting with Los Angeles, home to 3 million singles. We're activating partnerships with LA-based influencers, generating buzz by hosting low to no cost Love is Blind style speed dating events, and expanding our Date in a Blink podcast to bring relationship coaches and dating experts on to tap into their audiences. The Tinders, Bumbles, and Hinges of the world made incredible strides connecting singles looking for casual relationships. Blink taps into the underserved part of the market and connects the 20 million singles who are tired of swiping and who are looking for a deeper experience. And while our competitors can add audio functionality to their existing offerings, they can't replicate what we're doing without fundamentally changing their entire product and business model. My co-founder Laura and I, along with our operating technical advisor, have nearly 3 decades of experience in product development, social media, marketplaces, and software engineering. And we're on a mission to help people find and build authentic connections. If you're single and ready to stop swiping and start making real connections, download the Blink Date app today and follow us for tips on how to date smarter, not harder.
Put your hands together for Ghana Timko, founder of SaySo.
Hello, my name is Ghana Timko. I'm a founder and CEO of SaySo. SaySo is an enterprise platform, and we use technology to make accents easy to understand. English language is a language of international collaboration used by 1.3 billion adult speakers around the world. Over 75% of them are non-native, just like me. And when I speak English, I put extra effort in every word I say. And when you listen to me speak, you strain your brain harder than usual, because it's hard to understand accents. And not only it is difficult for people talking to one another, but it also causes costly friction in business setting. Accents have a profound impact on the economy and people's lives. I was raised in Poland by an immigrant mother, and I saw how she struggled getting access to opportunities just because of the way she spoke. And from there, having a travel bag in my genes, I went on to have a very international career, lived in 4 countries between 2 continents. I worked for Fortune 500 companies and I saw how accents shape everything in business. Think customer success, business operations, talent acquisition, or team functioning and even morale. This causes friction and productivity losses, and for non-native English speakers, it costs multiple opportunities. This is why I've built SaySo. We transform accents, and we do it in real time, so people can understand each other with ease, do more business together, and grow human connection. Our technology is not just innovative, it is transformational. We transform accents in real time, in real life conversations with no lag or delay whatsoever. And we preserve person's voice and intonation, so the conversation sounds natural and human. We can alter multiple accents simultaneously, so SaySo is ideal for multi-speaker international teams. And this is how it works from the customer perspective. This customer is a bank in Ireland, and they deployed SaySo on their corporate infrastructure, where it acts as a virtual microphone and virtual speaker. The end user is a banker who has heavy Irish accent. And when I get on the phone with him, our conversation goes for platforms like Zoom, MS Teams, or some other voice over IP tool. And his Irish accent gets transformed into something neutral, so I can understand him easier. And since SaySo is bidirectional, he can also turn it on and hear my Polish accent in some more neutralized version that is easier for him to understand. And our conversation goes better, because we understand each other with ease. Real-time accent transformation is totally new, but use cases are broad and market opportunity is huge. Our market entry strategy is to sell to software companies, and we will start with companies focused on teleconferencing tools. We are a team of 7, but I want to focus on 3 key team members. For the most of my career, I've served corporations in leadership and advisory roles. I understand decision-making process and sales cycles, so I can delight our customers and close those deals successfully. My co-founder Bryce is a Georgia Tech trained researcher, and he brings a valuable sound and AI expertise to SaySo. We also have a principal researcher with a PhD from University of Tokyo, 20 plus years of engineering experience, including 10 post-PhD. One more thing about our team. The Center for Excellence for Sound Conversion is Georgia Tech, and Centers of Excellence for Speech Processing are in China, Korea, and Japan, so we are very well positioned to attract and recruit talent we need to succeed. Accent transformation is just the beginning. We have a broad vision of being an expert provider in accented speech recognition, transformation, and synthesis. And we're planning to create products for enhanced customer experience, including call centers, as well as develop a series of products for gaming and metaverse. Thank you for watching. To track our progress, please visit us on www.sayso.ai, where you can learn more.
Next, we have Hawaii He, founder of Beeling Academy.
Hi, my name is Hawaii He. I am a third-generation teacher in my family, now founder and CEO of Beeling Academy, a global classroom for multilingual learning. Traditional language learning is mostly based on repetition and memorization. That's how I learned English. But as anyone who has tried to learn a second language knows, these methods are boring, ineffective, and never lead to mastery. What really works for language acquisition is massive language exposure and immersion, language use, and real human interaction. However, if you're not living in the country where the language is spoken, it's difficult to find such an opportunity. So I want to create something new. Back in 2018, I created an online English immersion art class for children living in Asian countries. So the idea is to allow kids to acquire English naturally while doing art. Along the way, we expanded the variety of our classes and added new languages. We have grown from 3-student class to an international community with 2,000 families. In Beeling Academy, Kids in China can learn chess in English with a US chess master. My kids, growing up in the United States, got opportunity to learn Chinese calligraphy, Chinese paintings from teachers in China while using their Chinese. Our class provides more effective language learning experience for children, while helping them explore their interest, exposing them to authentic cultural learning, and helping them to gain a global perspective by interacting with teachers and classmates from different countries. Beeling Academy is now an online Live Plus hub, providing international multilingual learning experience for children. Our students are coming from all over the world. We offer classes for children aged 4 to 12, covering a broad range of interests in English, Chinese, Spanish, and Japanese. So kids can have access to fun, interactive, meaningful language environment no matter where they live. 50% of children in the world are raised bilingually, and this number is growing fast. The online language learning market is the single fastest growing market in the education sector. We estimate our serviceable obtainable market size is $870 million. Our market position is very unique. We focus on providing a content-based, experiential language learning experience, which is something unfound on the market. Beeling Academy has built an easy-to-use website and WeChat app where families can search, register, pay for, and take classes directly. Our revenue comes from paid classes. 60% is from classes taught by our staff teachers. 40% is from classes taught by our partner education organizations through our website. We have a scrappy, hardworking team to cover operations, customer service, tech, and marketing to build what we have today. All of us have experienced international education and multilingual learning as students, educators, and parents. The word Beeling comes from a famous Chinese poem. In the poem, it states that even though we're world apart, we feel so connected as if we're next to each other. That's our mission, to build our next generation to be multilingual global citizens, and to bridge language and cultural gap through education. If you know anyone who are raising bilingual children, please share Beeling Academy with them. Thank you.
Coming up next is Ari Trujillo-Wessler, founder of Openfield.
Hi, my name is Ari Trujillo-Wessler, and I am the co-founder of Openfield. In 2017, I was living in Sonoma County, California, when the largest wildfire in the state's history burned a third of our housing stock to the ground overnight. And I knew, as we knocked on doors, coordinating outreach to an entire city in crisis, that our best hope to capture the needs we were encountering was a clipboard and our memories. And that's because after almost 20 years of experience in large-scale outreach, I knew the truth. The majority of today's outreach tools are centered around connecting with white, middle-class homeowners, in large part because people with stable addresses and long credit histories are the easiest to track. But doing what's easy is leaving over 144 million Americans out of reach. Renters, Black and brown folks, students, and that number is higher in moments of crisis or displacement. Today, there are over 800,000 entities in the US who rely on door-to-door conversations, especially when their goals demand more than digital ads and consumer lists can deliver. That's why Fortune 500 companies like Aflac rely on it for their customer and sales teams, governments like the City of New York for their constituency outreach, and advocacy organizations like the ACLU when building support for their issues. All of them turn to direct person-to-person outreach when they can't leave anything or anyone on the table. And that's where Openfield comes in. Openfield is an enterprise survey tool which enables companies, governments, and organizations to connect with anyone on the doors and phones. We work to address the core pain points of direct outreach: speed, reach, and insight. Let's talk about what that looks like. A great example is work Openfield is powering in Georgia, where civic organizations and local governments need to reach under-vaccinated Black and Brown Georgians. They need to talk to a lot of people, 2.7 million in fact, and they need to do it quickly. However, the challenge is that the best lists available are only about 40% accurate in those target communities. Remember those clipboards I told you about? The old way of doing this work would have had the team break up the state a block at a time by hand marking sheets as they go. It's tedious work, you lose a bunch of data, and it takes a ton of time. It would have taken the Georgia team over 270 hours to even get started. But with Openfield, you get that time back. The team simply uploads the list, notes their settings, and Openfield goes to work, neatly dividing the states into walkable packets for them in just over 2 hours. So instead of staring at maps, the team can focus on conversations. Speaking of which, using Openfield, the team will be able to talk to everyone they encounter, adding people and even addresses to the file as they go. In addition, they'll be able to take complex notes, capturing the nuances of what they hear, all while having access to a person's entire case history in the palm of their hand. Those notes are key. It's not enough to have good conversations. You need to be able to learn from them at scale too, which is why Openfield runs natural language processing on all of those notes in real time so that the team in Georgia can witness thematic trends as they emerge at a statewide or hyperlocal levels. Openfield allows the team to deliver specific targeted follow-up based on those conversations, insights which power deeply relevant digital and mail ads to those same communities. In other words, Openfield helps you hear what you otherwise wouldn't, allowing strategies to be more responsive and agile. No more relying on memories for your insights. All this functionality has helped us gain some pretty quick traction. We delivered impact at scale from our first quarter in the market and closed our first national contract within 6 months of launch. We found early success in the nonprofit and outreach spaces, but we're targeting the entire direct outreach market. Our top-down TAM for the total outreach tool market across healthcare, nonprofits, governments, and direct sales teams sits at about $63 billion a year. We're targeting 10% market share for the public outreach tool space over the next decade, supported by our three-pronged go-to-market strategy. Working professional networks to increase our name recognition and build trust, developing external validation by powering randomized control groups and studies, and documenting the unique insights available only through Openfield. And then finally, proactive outreach, harnessing our results to convert cold leads. My co-founder and I have a combined 30 plus years of professional outreach and tech experience. We've built and advised presidential campaigns on tech infrastructure, including the current occupant of the Oval Office, and helped some of the largest organizations in the space, like the Sierra Club, figure out how to reach people wherever they are when it matters most. We're looking to partner with folks prioritizing outreach, impact, and insights from the field. If that sounds like you or people you know, we would love to talk to them. And we would be delighted to have you build with us.
And now introducing our sixth and final founder for the evening, Julia Peter, founder of Local Away.
Hi, I'm Julia Peter, founder and CEO of Local Away. We are in the middle of a shopping revolution called social commerce. And Local Away is tackling this by connecting people through fashion, driven by machine learning. I worked on search at Google and saw that what to wear locally was one of our most common searches. And the Google solution is to point this at ads. At Facebook, I saw the exact same thing when I was in the AI group. And again, Facebook is an ad-driven company, so their solution is to point to ads. But I was shocked. There is an opportunity to handle things differently. There is a massive change in the way people shop for clothes, and the pandemic has accelerated it. The combination of my insights of how people are looking for things and the move to social commerce led me to found Local Away. What Etsy did with crafters, we're now doing with local style influencers. Through them, we provide answers for what to wear to local hotspots and settings, and shoppers can engage with a community that highlights local trends and merchants in shoppable videos. Shoppable videos happen when influencers take a sample video in their phone, they upload it to Local Away, and we parse it in the back end. We match the clothes they're wearing to our inventory using advanced proprietary machine learning. Using multitask learning, our tools make it super simple for any influencer to match and sell what they're wearing, instead of just searching through brands and stores to curate their own storefront. That used to take up to 10 hours, I should mention, now takes less than a minute. And we can provide an up-to-date living catalog from these key data insights like trends, sizes, and location, and serve that back to our customers and fashion partners. So as customers come to us from the influencers' links on TikTok, Instagram, or via search, they can continue shopping or use our filters and tools to find other things they might be interested in, as well as narrowing down their own fashion communities and connecting at events. Then we close the shopping loop as they check out directly on our site. We're very excited by what we're hearing from people who are putting themselves on our waitlist, such as what Claire wrote to us. She said, "I know I am probably 1 out of 1 million asking this question. What is the waitlist like to be a style treader? I'm so excited about this platform." And our first paying shoppers, influencers, and brands all have great things to say. My background is in tech, both search and AI, and my rockstar team includes AI professors and Zooglers, a business PhD, and an army of Gen Z influencers that are now forming a community dubbed the Style Trotters. We are the team to tackle social commerce and take on this social revolution. We want to make sure no one is ever awkwardly dressed at dinner again. But seriously, we're really thrilled by our early success. What is most exciting is how much our community loves what we are doing. I really look forward to talking to you about why fashion is the best investment you'll make in tech. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening and celebrating the amazing founders from the 4th cohort of the Graham & Walker Accelerator.
First time that people were like believing in me and the vision, and it was also the first time I'd be getting an external check, so it just felt like so validating and so amazing.
And the mentors that you brought on board, they're talking about investing, and it's just, honestly, I think it's the best accelerator out of all of the ones I had considered, period.
I am just so thankful that you are so aligned in your mission, all of you, that you give so much of yourselves, not just your intellect, but your literal life force.
So to me, one thing that I appreciate significantly is like personal commitment. I see that and I really appreciate that.
The humanity of y'all in terms of running your own thing, and then also supporting us as humans who are also trying to run our own thing, has been like really transformative, but also its own radical act of vulnerability and love.
Think about 3 months ago, I look back on my pitch, I just thought, what am I doing there? And also personal growth. Like before, I just feel like so nervous reaching out to other people. Like cold email is unmanageable. Even just sending out a cold email, I feel like why people will respond to me. Why would they like my idea? Why would they invest? I feel like in this process, I become more and more comfortable. I think it's lots of growth to me. I feel like I've already got the foundation to be successful in the future.
A big thank you to especially you, Leslie, and Rory for being able to give us that feedback so regularly and to have it be really actionable for us to make sure that we can set ourselves up for the greatest amount of success in the future.